D.C. Douglas is an American character actor, voice actor, and director. Early life. Born in Berkeley, California. His father was a salesman, and his mother was an artist and writer. His grandparents were vaudeville performers. His grandmother, Grace Hathaway, continued in burlesque as a dancer, and his grandfather, Joe Miller, became known in San Francisco for his talks at the Theosophy Lodge and his weekly walks through Golden Gate Park. Career. Theater, film and television. Douglas performed on stage in the San Francisco Bay Area in the late 1970s and early 1980s, moving to Los Angeles in 1985 to study at the Estelle Harmon Actors Workshop. In Los Angeles, he co-founded the improvisation troupe Section 8, and was a member of Theater of Note. In 1996, he landed a small role in Boston Common, an NBC pilot. When the show was picked up for a season, he returned in 10 additional episodes as the character DC, the antagonist to Hedy Burress's character. That same year, Douglas wrote, produced and starred in Falling Words, his first festival film short. In subsequent years he wrote, produced and directed The Eighth Plane, an anti-Scientology gangster film short, and Freud and Darwin Sitting in a Tree, about cousin marriage and Lewis Henry Morgan. In 2005, Douglas's film short, Duck, Duck, Goose, played film festivals worldwide and received awards for the Best Short from the Seattle's True Independent Film Festival and Best Actor from the Trenton Film Festival. His 2009 CGI film short, The Crooked Eye, starring Faye Masterson and narrated by Academy Award winner Linda Hunt, played festivals around the world and won awards for Best Narration, Best Screenplay and Best Animated Short Film. Credits include Black Ops with Lance Henriksen, Universal Remote, the movie with Charles Q. Murphy, The Cult Surprise, Sharknado 2, and Helen Alone with Daniel Baldwin, Hallmark Channel TV movie Final Approach with Dean Cain, and the Lindsay Lohan comeback film Labor Pains On, the ABC Family Channel. Television credits include The Bold and the Beautiful, 24, Star Trek, Enterprise, NYPD Blue, Charmed, Without a Trace, among others. He most recently appeared in CBS's NCIS, Criminal Minds, ABC's Castle, Comedy Central's Workaholics, and Fox's Raising Hope. In 2013, Douglas was cast as a serial killer in Apocalypse Kiss and changed his appearance to look similar to Resident Evil villain Albert Wesker. The producers were fans of the video game franchise. Voiceover. His voiceover career encompasses video games, television and radio commercials, film and voice matching celebrities like Val Kilmer and Kevin Spacey. Voiceover credits include the Master in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer video game, Albert Wesker in Resident Evil, The Umbrella Chronicles, Resident Evil, The Dark Side Chronicles, Resident Evil 5 and Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Fate of Two Worlds, Raven in Tekken 6, AWACS Ghost Eye in Ace Combat 6. Fires of Liberation, Commandant Alexei in Tales of Vesperia, Legion in Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, Grimoire Noir in Nier, as well as several national campaigns. Douglas is the voice of Chase in the Hub's Transformers Rescue Bots, Dillis in Rune Factory 4. Douglas also voices Azrael in the video game BlazBlue, Chrono Phantasma in Coburn in Ubisoft's racing game The Crew. In addition to his commercial and video game voiceover work, he also does many voiceovers for the American Bridge 21st Century PAC and the non-profit Progressive Research and Information Center Media Matters for America, Politics. In April 2010, Douglas came under fire from the Tea Party movement for a phone call he made to Freedom Works in which he left an inflammatory voicemail. A day later, Geico dropped him from the new Shocking News series of internet commercials that were in post-production. This led to some debate in the voiceover community about whether announcers were public figures. Douglas responded by producing a mock Tea Party PSA for YouTube that was subsequently broadcast on Joy Behar's HLN show with Douglas as a guest. The experience spurred Douglas to continue creating short political videos, the majority of which are satirical. Most viewed were his Burn a Quran Day video and his #Occupy Wall Street video. In November 2011, DC, Douglas tweeted out a quote from a Tower Heist Q&A at the ArcLight Hollywood where Brett Ratner made a disparaging remark about homosexuals. Filmography: live-action roles, television, Sullivan and Son, NCIS, Los Angeles, Two Broke Girls, Hot in Cleveland, Castle, Franklin and Bash, Raising Hope, Bucket and Skinner's Epic Adventures, Criminal Minds, Pushing Twilight, Without a Trace, 24, Jag, Star Trek, Enterprise, What About Brian, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Strong Medicine, Las Vegas, Beverly Hills, 90210, Boston Common, That 80s Show, Mr. Sterling, NYPD Blue, Charmed, Silk Stockings, Renegade, Diagnosis, Murder, Melrose Place, Coach, Days of Our Lives, The Bold and the Beautiful, General Hospital, Civil Wars, ALL-TV, Voice Roles, Anime Fighting Spirit, Aiko's Brother, Hajime no Ippo, Champion Road, Makanousi Ippo, Kyokara Mao, Shori Shibuya, Naruto Shippuden, Gary, One Piece, X-Drake, Animation Transformers, Rescue Bots, Chase, Mr. Harrison, Additional Voices, Video Games, Hack GU, Volume 1, Rebirth, Gabi, Taihaku, Hack GU, Volume 2, Reminisce, Gabi, Taihaku, Hack GU, Volume 3, Redemption, Gabi, Taihaku, Ace Combat 6, Fires of Liberation, AWACS Ghost Eye, Ace Combat 0, The Balkan War, Dominic, Vulture, Zuboff, BlazBlue, Chronophantasma, Azrael, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, The Master, Dragon Age, Origins, Justice, Eternal Sonata, Jazz, Lego Jurassic World, Additional Voices, Lost Dimension, George Jackman, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Fate of Two Worlds, Albert Wesker, Mass Effect 2 Legion, Mass Effect 3 Legion, Legion Assassin, Geth Vi, Might and Magic Heroes Vive Michael, Nier, Grimoire Noir, Resident Evil 5 Albert Wesker, Resident Evil, The Umbrella Chronicles, Albert Wesker, Resident Evil, The Dark Side Chronicles, Albert Wesker, Resident Evil, The Mercenaries 3D, Albert Wesker, Rise of Dragonian Era Online, Unknown, Rune Factory 4 Dillis, Bardo, Spellforce 2, Shadow Wars, Avatar, Malaket, Spellforce, The Breath of Winter, Uzakan, Sham Zero, Barrio, Blind Monk, Desperate Soul, Starhawk, Various, Star Wars, The Old Republic, Various, Street Fighter 10 Tekken, Raven, Eddie Gordo, Tekken 6 Raven, Tekken 6, Bloodline Rebellion, Raven, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Raven, Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Unlimited, Raven, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Wii U Edition, Raven, Tekken 3D, Prime Edition, Raven, Tales of Asperia, Alexei, Tales of the World, Radiant Mythology, Kelvin Gar, Tales of Graces, President Dylan Paradine, The Crew, Kobin, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Albert Wesker, Xenosaga Episode 3, also Sprach Zarathustra, Suao Uzuki, Voyager,